Does anyone know this song? There we go.
Hey guys, it's Lauren, and today I'm going to be doing a different kind of video. It has nothing to do with beauty. It's going to be a video on my experience when meeting like Cameron Dallas, Carter Reynolds, Hayes Greer, and Nash Greer, because today they like came to my city and they went to this convention center, and so me and my sister, since we're like obsessed, went and we got VIP tickets to meet the boys, and it was really fun. And I was like literally, I'm so obsessed with them, and it's not like considered MagCon anymore, but it was just like Comic Con, and they were like a part of it, so we bought tickets to see them and everything. So I'm going to tell you guys the experience and how everything went down and whatnot. So if you guys are just like interested, or you guys are like meeting Cameron Dallas or one of them and you want to see like how everything works and like what they do and stuff, because it's such a fun experience, then keep watching the video. So we went to this booth and they gave you your tickets, and you had like, these were a little longer. So you got your tickets or whatever, and it is like this VIP pass, and it says like Minneapolis Comic Con, and it says like Hayes Greer, Nash Greer, Cameron Dallas, and Carter Reynolds VIP experience. And then you got this other card, but you had to like give it to them because it was for getting pictures, so you had to like give that one up. But then you got like, so these little passes like had things attached to the end of them. So like for example, Hayes's had like his attached to it like this, so they were all a little longer. But then when you went to go get their autographs, you had to like tear it off and give it to them. But the people like forgot to collect Cameron Dallas's and Hayes Greer's, so I just like kept them or whatever. That was like what the whole badge looks like. And then when we got there, we also got this huge bag of stuff, and I'll like go through that throughout the video. And I got a shirt, by the way. It just has like Cameron Dallas, and he's my favorite, so I got a shirt of his because I cannot even express how much I love him. Like, you don't even know. So we got there at like 8:30ish, and then we walked in this one room, and it was like where their show was happening, so they were gonna like be performing and whatnot and doing their Q&A or whatever. We waited from like 8:30 to 10 o'clock, so it was such a long wait, and it literally felt like years. Like, it felt like it took forever. Literally every girl was screaming when the manager would come on stage. I don't know why. These girls were nuts, but you do you, but whatever. Okay, so then they came on stage, like Cameron Dallas and them and Nash Greer. I'll insert videos here maybe, I don't know, it depends. So then they like entered stage and everybody screamed, of course, blah 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 blah. And then they like picked people to come on stage with them and whatever, and literally all the people from the back moved up to the front, clogged the aisles, and they almost got escorted. And I'm like I was like screaming, I'm like, sit down, like you cannot sit here, you can't just come up here and like block our view. I was so mad. I was like, girls, get out, like who do you think you are? And then they had their Q&A, so you like would go up to the microphone and you would walk and ask them a question, and then they would answer. But that did not even go well. They literally answered 5 questions because they kept being interrupted by screaming girls, and they would like tell stories. And then this guy named Kenny, he is the background on my phone, but that's me and Kenny. There's Kenny. It's certain heads when you walk through the door. So Kenny played the piano. He was amazing. Like, I was blown away. He's freaking amazing. Like, Kenny, shout out to Kenny. So then Kenny did the piano, Cameron Dallas and them answered questions, drank their water, did a truth or dare thing, which lasted like 5 minutes. They did one dare, and it was to do the lip gloss dance or whatever, so. But it was like 11 o'clock, and then we went out these doors and we went up the stairs because it was time for autographs. So we waited in line for autographs, and then we got like put into our lines or whatever, and that took like 40 minutes. So then we got up there and we got like signatures, and then I got a picture with Hayes, and that's on my Instagram. Like, you could like take a picture of them. I was like, hey boy. And then you would give them like this picture. So Hayes like signed it. Sorry. Hayes signed it. Lauren and signed his name, said love you or whatever. So that happened. And then we went to Nash. I just gave it to him. He signed it, said I love you. So then I moved on to Carter Reynolds. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing his name weird. I feel like I am, but I don't really know him that much. He just signed his signature, blah, 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 blah. So then I went to Cameron, and before that was my sister. And he was like staring in her eyes, and he's like, oh my God, your eyes are so pretty. And I was like, I was so mad. I was so jealous. I was gonna cry. And then I like went up. I slipped him his little picture so he could sign it or whatever. And we got these in like the bags, like these little bag things. And I was like, oh my God, it's Cameron. And I was shaking. I was like literally like this. I didn't know how to handle myself. And then the song Pompeii came on, and he was like singing it to me, and I was like, what? Like he was like singing it to me, and I was like, okay. And then he wrote love you, Lauren, and then did a little heart thing. And then he was like singing it, and he's like, and they did it saying like the close your eyes part, and he's like, and when they close your eyes, ayo. And then he was like singing with his eyes closed. And he like wouldn't give me back my thing. I was like holding up the line because he like wouldn't give it back to me. And I was like just standing there like, Then he finally gave it back to me, and I was like, okay, peace, brother. I just met you. And then Chad Greer was there, which was like their dad. And people were like taking selfies with him and whatever. And then I was like, okay. So then we had to wait 2.5 more hours until we could do the photo op. So then we like waited in line. That line took an 1.5 hours to get through. And I was like, this is full of waiting, but whatever. So then we finally got up there, and our picture turned out horrible, but whatever. So we got up there, and literally it was like 2 seconds you gotta be with them. So we took our picture. So it turned out like this. Cam looks happy, I look happy. That's all that matters, right? I was like freaking out because I'm like, if Cameron's not next to me, I'm gonna freak out. I'm like, I will go nuts if he's not. And you weren't allowed to give them kisses or hugs, and I was like, oh, you're joking, like why not? And because they could like only kiss you, you couldn't kiss them. I gotta talk kind of fast because I'm like running out of memory on my card. So then we got up there, and like I couldn't kiss him or hug him or anything, and I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So I got up there, and you gotta like, so you're supposed to like put your arm around all of them or whatever. So I was like, oh my God, I'm next to Cameron, woo. So then like the lady was like, next, and I'm like, okay, it's my time, I gotta hug Cameron. So I like hugged Cameron really tight, and I was like, ah! So that I like left, and it was over. I was so close to crying. And I met the husband. So yeah, some people were really crazy there. I wanted to do something like really cool where they would like notice you and like, but I couldn't think of anything like that. So then like in the bag we got like giant blown up pictures of them. First is this picture of Hayes. Yeah. Next is this picture of Nash looking a bit cuckoo. His face kind of woo woo. So that's Nash's picture. And then there's Carter. So Carter like didn't really talk that much. I don't know. So then that, and then this is the best. Like, oh my, I'm gonna frame this. Okay. So that was like all the stuff I got in the bag or whatever. So now like the last part is, so while we were in line to get the picture, Kenny, which I showed you, he was waiting there. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a picture with Kenny. So I got a picture with Kenny. And then Will Greer was there, and I was like, oh. Just went up to him, and I was like, let's get a picture. So then I got a picture with him, and he's like, I'm like, thank you. He goes, no problem, beautiful. Oh my God. I was like freaking out. I was like, oh. And that's how that picture turned out. And those were like all the people we met, and it was, I thought it was really fun. And one time Carter went to the bathroom, and everybody started making a circle around the bathroom, and he like couldn't get out, and then the people had to like escort him out. It was weird, but it was a really fun experience. And if you have the opportunity to meet one of them and you really like them, I would definitely take the chance and go. And we got a limited edition Hulk comic book. I don't know, whatever. I don't really read comics, but whatever. So I thought it was a really fun experience, and if you guys have the opportunity, I would definitely take it. It is really fun, and I enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it's kind of long, but yeah, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!